Hey, what is up everyone? Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look, and it kind of reminded me of Christmas, so I thought it'd be perfect to do. The first thing I am going to do is take a piece of tape and kind of put it on the back of my hand to get some of the stickiness off, and then put it on my eye, and this is what's going to create that false wing effect. Then I'm going into my Essence Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Primer. And then I will be setting that with my Tarte palette in the shade Solstice. Next, I'm going to start my eyes with this e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm going to dip it in the shade Journey. And I'm going to put that all over my crease. I'm going to go all over the place with it. Next shade I'm going into is Stone, and this I'm going to focus more in the outer corner and kind of put it into a little bit of the crease, but not too much. Then I'm going into the shade Amber, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with Stone. Then I'm going to pick up my Makeup Geek shadow in the shade Venom and use my finger to put it all over the lid. I'm going to first focus it on the lash line and then blend it upward. And here I'm going into my Nude Beach palette from the Balm. I'm only using one shade out of it, the shade Built, and I'm using my finger again, and I'm just going to pop it on the lid, and then I'm going to use a blank finger to blend it out. Then I'm going to use this brush I got from my BoxyCharm. I'm going to use the tip and dip that into the shade Smoke, and I'm going to focus it on my outer corner. Then I'm going to pick up a pencil brush, and this is an EcoTools pencil brush, and I'm going to dip it into the shade Onyx, and I'm going to start shaping my wing here. You just basically pretend you're making a winged liner. Now I'm using my e.l.f. brush again, and I'm going into the color Journey and blending everything out to make sure there are no harsh edges. Then we're going to take off that tape, and then you are done. Now that the eyes are finished, I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. Of course, I'm going to take you guys with me. Well, let's get going. And also, don't judge me for some of the products I'm using. These are literally the only products I have in hand right now, so bear with me. First, like everything else, we're going to go in with primer. This is the Model's Own Face Primer. And then I'm going to use some color correcting before we go on with some foundation, because I have like a little red spot right there. So next, I'm going to use a stick foundation from Revlon. It is the Instafix Photo Ready foundation. So I'm not going to use a brush, I'm using a beauty blender. This is also the Flower Beauty blending sponge. Now that that is blended out, I'm going to go in with some concealer and just touch up everything. This is the Wet n Wild, what is it? Photo Focus Concealer. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows using this Tarte palette. I'm going to go into the shade Smoke, which is right there. I'm going to be using my little e.l.f. brush for this. My eyebrows are done, so next we're going to highlight with some concealer. I know this is the wrong concealer to use under your eye, but you know what? It's the only one I have. Next, we are going to contour with this bad boy, and we're going to go into the shade Timber, this big guy right in the corner. And what I use to contour to my face is this brush I got in a BoxyCharm before. It's a nice little contouring brush. It's called the Chisel brush. It's BMX 250 brush. It's Moda Pro brushes. So there you go. And then this is an Eco Tool brush that I got in a little kit. I don't think it has a specific task name, so yeah. The next thing I'm going to do is bronze up the face, and I'm going to be using this palette again. And I'm going to go into Terracotta all the way over here, this nice little brown one, with this pointed brush, and it's from the BoxyCharm I got again. It's Moda Pro BMX 130 brush, I guess. I'm going to be doing blush with this little Ulta pan blush. I couldn't even tell you the color, but it's a nice little peachy one. And I'm going to be using this Eco Tools stippling brush that I got from that same pack from the other one. We're going to highlight with this brush I got from a package I got. I have no idea. It actually is from this little boutique that's online right now. Maybe I'll link them down below. It's called Baths in Relaxation. So, like baths and relaxation. I'll just link it. So, and then I'm going to be highlighting my face with this Milani highlighter in the shade Afterglow. So. Then before I do mascara, I'm going to go into the Cover FX setting spray. Then next is mascara. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Base, the eyelash primer. Then we're going into this CoverGirl Professional Mascara that I have. Quick side note, I forgot to do lips, so I'm going to do this right now. This is from my BoxyCharm. It's Girl Power Liquid Lipsticks. It's in the shade Date Night. I'm going to do this really quick. In my outro, I'm not wearing it, so please don't judge me. Alright, that completes this look. It was mainly about the eyeshadow. I didn't have certain products that I wanted to use with me. Oh, we hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye guys, we love you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Have happy holidays from Emily and Oliver.